You need to turn the microphone on or people won't hear you. Yeah, Mao. Oh. Hello, friends. How are you all doing? I see my guest host started the stream. I hope you thought she did a good job. She tries. Yeah. Anyway, how is everyone? Oh. Did she do good? Good. I'm glad. So, today is a morning workshop, which we normally do on Thursdays. Today we're doing on Saturdays because I'm a maverick. Yeah, we're going to be working on Lucien. We are going to be working on his Xbox One his Xbox One setup for the custom name system, or rather a custom name system that doesn't require SKSE in order to work, which will have the effect of allowing people to use the custom names on Xbox One. So we're working on that. Carrying on where we left off last time. We may get as far as doing some voice acting, we may not. As ever, for a modding workshop, if you guys have any questions at all about the process of modding, or voice acting, or writing, or anything like that, please feel free to ask at any stage, and I will show you that, because I want this to be a sort of back and forth kind of thing, where I answer your questions, you ask questions, we banter, a bit of banter in it, all that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll do that. So ask me stuff, and I will answer. My knowledge is yours to siphon as you will. Or was it my wisdom? My wisdom is yours to siphon as you will? I can't remember the quote. Can't remember my own quote, but you get the sentiment. My brain is ready for picking. My favourite colour is blue. Oh, something else. Right, okay, so let me fire up the creation kit. Now, before I do anything else, we have to open up the file, which is somewhere in here. I can never find it. It'll be before the patches, but that's my only clue. It's the one downside of Newcomb's creation kit fixes is that these are all sorted in your load order, rather than being in the random but consistent order that they used to be in. It was always easier to find stuff because your latest edited file would always be on the bottom, whereas Newcomb's made a change to it so it's all in your load order. Which makes sense, makes more sense than the way it was, but it makes it harder to find your mod. Alright, open that. So we can carry on with editing that. Oh, hang on. I will bring up the chat on the laptop screen so that I don't have to keep showing you infinite Josephs, because I think one Joseph is enough for most people, especially me. Oh, dear. No need to panic, Ninja. When you mod, you work for yourself on your own time. Do not allow yourself to be pressured. Right, so file preferences, we need to change the prefix back from what it was for Jacuzzi. And the Jacuzzi's prefix was JR12, but Lucien's prefix is JR0. Apply. And we'll close that, and we'll show only active forms, and we'll see if we can remember where we got to last time, because it all got a bit complicated. Yeah. No such thing as enough, thanks, Bard. Noon, I cannot wait for modern R, and neither can I. It'll be very exciting. Alternate timeline Joseph, but they're all just milliseconds in the past. Exactly, that's how it works. See if we can influence the past Joseph to change the future. Hello, Chaz the Medic 99. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. And from memory, seeing the VOD, you finished adding the scripts, but my memory's hazy too. I mean, I did not finish adding them at all. I started them, but we didn't finish. We didn't get anywhere near finishing. I mean, we might have finished listing that initial list, except I've got more now in the week since. But let's have a look where we got to. We got to play a dialogue. I think we created the topics for all of them. That's as far as we got with all the topics. But we haven't populated them with actual dialogue responses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the last few new names that we now have. So we're going to do JR Lucien player name. And the first one is going to be... Oh, a Gling! Thanks so much for the sub, Volinaire! Really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. Thank you. That's lovely. And thanks so much for the support on YouTube as well. You're very generous. Right, now JR Lucien, player name. And this one is going to be... Now I need to make sure I get the spelling right. Need to get the spelling correct. So I've got an Excel spreadsheet here. We've got Aoife, spelled A-O-I-F-E. A-O-I-F-E. Aoife. There we go. Could you guys just bear with me one moment? I will be right back in 1 second. I'm just going to pop to the break screen. I will literally be 1 minute. And I'm back. Told you I wouldn't be long. I'm here. Right, so, screen with camera. We've done Aoife. And we have got Liana. And the last one we're going to have is... Now, this last one, we may need to change the spelling of because this isn't confirmed. But I'm going to add it anyway, and we can always tweak it. So we're going to go with V. But it might be Vey. Might be V-E-Y. Not sure. Waiting for that to be confirmed. But we've got it in the meantime. We can at least assign it a number and everything. So now we can carry on working our way down. Now, we got through a bunch of these, but we've obviously missed Aoife, so I'm going to do that. So we'll make a copy and we'll paste. No anarchy. No arson, no anarchy. Probably shouldn't do that. Right, okay. Aoife, there we go. Which I believe is an Irish name? Isn't it? I love the spelling of it. Aoife it is. Now, the int we're going to set there for Aoife is number 111. Nuna knows. Thanks, Nuna. 111. All the ones. Hello, T78G8UUU. What do you mean by you're welcome? Was it you who did the request? What have you noticed on Danish TV, Macon? Oh, thanks for the follow. Very kind. So now we want... oh, hang on, what am I doing? I'm not creating down there. Allowing myself to become distracted. So, Ari, Aria, Ashley, Angela, Avery, Belladonna, Benito, Bjorn, Bran. We got as far as Bran. Everybody's talking at me. I can't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of my mind. I'm not sure if I've got the lyrics right there. People stopping staring, but I can't see the faces. Only the shadows of their eyes. Oh, I won't let you leave my love behind. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Bram was number 5. Banking up for the northeast wind, sailing on summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I will bear that in mind, Macon. Today I learned Danish TV has a lot of arguing. What do you know? Now, where was I putting this? I was putting it in Callum. Callum. Have I ever watched Over the Garden Wall? I'm afraid I've not. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Oh, I won't let you leave. Oh, I tried to go up there. Didn't quite work. Leave. Nah. Number 21. Number 21. So for those of you who didn't watch this stream last time, what I'm doing here is I'm going through a whole bunch of different dialogue options for allowing you to choose a name for Lucien. So it'll be through his tactics dialogue. You'll now have an option to tell him to call you by a different name. And we've got a whole load of 113 different branches for that, of different choices. And based on what you choose, a particular global variable will be set to number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever, right the way up to 113. So yeah, based on that choice, that variable we set, which we'll then use as a condition for when the the player-specific lines occur in the future. So let's copy this. Do. It's so wild that you did Bran and Callum. Bran is the name of my D&D character, and I had a brother named Callum. Well, I did Callum because it was one of the most... So I did, when I started Lucien, before I envisaged doing requests for these, I set up the 5 most common male and female names for people in the age group I guessed would be playing Skyrim. So the most popular names in the years that those people who would be of the correct age to be old enough to be playing Skyrim were born. So I picked the most popular male and female baby names in the United States, because that's the largest demographic, to try and hit as many players as possible, and Callum was one of them. So that's why Callum's there. Bran, on the other hand, was a request from JK, who helped me out with the Doomspathar dungeon. So that's why Bran's in there. Not really a modding question, but how/what do you do when creating dialogue for idols? Do you just think of random things by viewing different locations in the CK/ in the game, or just come up with things on the spot? Yes. I will sometimes open up UESP and find lists of quests, lists of towns, lists of dungeons, work my way through them, do stuff like that, lists of enemies. Sometimes I will look at a map of Skyrim and try and visualize what's going on in different places and try stuff for that. I will sometimes look through the conditions in the creation kit. So you'll have a condition like get keyword, and then look down all the possible keywords that it could have. So like Draugr, Dwemer, all that sort of thing for a location. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I'll just think of a thing. Sometimes someone will suggest something that I quite like. It's pretty random. It's pretty random scattergun process, to be honest. Sorry, that's probably not a very helpful response. Anyway, what's the number for Callum? What's Callum's number? Oh, we did that. It's Candle now, isn't it? Candle, that was a request. That was number 49. Number 49. Feeling fine? Number 49. Only the echoes of my mind. Right, this one is Kevin, but in my head I always say Sefan. So I need to remember to pronounce it. Basically, it's Kevin. It's a lore-ified version of Kevin, a sort of fantasy-fied kind of thing, I think, is where they've gone for it. So, Kevin it is. Have you heard Soldier Poet King? I have not. Number 94. Hello, Forsworn Cowboy. Welcome to the stream. What did I just say? Did I say 94? I did. I said 94, so 94 it is. Number 94. Yes, Forsworn Cowboy, it's you. Hello, Yellow Ego Cat. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? I got excited on Twitter earlier today because I saw Big Finish were tweeting about Out of Time 1. And they did a slightly cryptic tweet of 10+4, which a lot of people interpreted to mean it was coming out at 1400 hours today. And it didn't! So that was reading too much into it, but I did think we might have got that today. So apart from that minor disappointment, I'm doing very well, thank you. do da 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 do da da do da da do da do. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Christopher, number 6. A quick fix, number 6. Now is a good time to save before we lose all of this to a crash. Painted a miniature of Red Dragon and played AI Dungeon again. A very good way to spend a Saturday. Cthulhin. People stop and staring. I can see the faces. Number 62 is Cthulhin. See you, Macon. Have fun shopping. Thanks for joining as long as you have. Bye. Daniel. Daniel was a request from the extremely talented modding team behind the upcoming Shirley follower mod. Lovely chaps, all of them. Number 76. I'm also excited Shirley's becoming a follower. Dee 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 da 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 bum. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Don't know why that's in my head. Why is that in my head? Shirley is wonderful. David it is. David, what was your number? Your number was 7. That was number 7, David. That's another one of the most common names. Algorithm thing. Sorry, this probably isn't the most entertaining content for a Twitch stream, but I'm here and you get to listen to my singing while I do it, so that's something for you. Basically, this is the world's worst bingo game, yeah. Deja it is. Who's got bingo yet? Has anyone got all the numbers? 44. Ah, that's not what I wanted. So yeah, that's an idea. Everyone pick... Right, do yourself a little grid of, I don't know, a 5x5 grid or something, 4x4, I don't know, however many by however many, and put some numbers down. Pick some random numbers between 0 and 113, and then tell me when you get bingo. Cross them off as we play. It'll all be very exciting. There will be no prizes for anyone except Eternal Glory. And, you know, who doesn't want a bit of eternal glory? But yeah, if anyone has any song requests while I'm doing this, I'm very happy to field those. Because it is very much busy work. Do. Ooh! Twitch now has a little icon indicating how good quality the stream is at the moment. That's handy. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? That wasn't really a pirate voice. Let's try again. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SpongeBob SquarePants. Observant and yellow and porous is he. SpongeBob SquarePants. If nautical nonsense be something you wish, SpongeBob SquarePants, then hop on the deck and flop like a fish. Ready, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. I had to drop down the octave there, it's too high. Draylon is number 56. Request from Miss Toasty, any favourite musical song? What can I do with that? Let me see, let me pick one more we haven't done very much before. I have often walked down the street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, now that I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling, just to know somehow you are near. Oh, the overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, because there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you live. Yeah. Thank you very much. Dylan, number 36. Oh, that was 46. 36. You do a killer Ewan McGregor in Moulin Rouge. I've only seen little bits of Moulin Rouge. I've never sat down and watched the whole thing in one go, but I need to one day. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Da, 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 da. That's all I've got. That's literally all I've got from that song, I'm afraid, so I can't take your points from you. Thanks, Miss Toasty. What do I love more, modding, writing, or singing? Yes. $57. Megasoki therefore wants any song. Any song at all. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can. Yes, I can. No, you can. Yes, I can. No, you can. No, you can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Hang on. Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm gonna skip that. Anything you can sing, I can sing louder. I can sing anything louder than you. No, you can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. No, I'm not going to do that because that's just going to blow the mic up. But anyway. Let's skip a bit. Any note you can reach, I can go higher. I can sing anything higher than you. No, you can. Yes, I can. 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 Yes, I can. No, you can't. No, I can't. And that's kind of all I've got. I'll let that go. I hope that's a satisfactory rendition for you. Did I do the code for Eirik? I'm distracting myself now. Eirik was number 57. I feel like I did type that in. Yeah, good stuff. So that needs to copy and paste and onto Elise. Move to topic. Elise. As ever, guys, if you have any questions about modding at all, please do ask, and we will go over and do that instead. But in the meantime, I will just keep chugging on through all these names, which is going to take me about 57 million years, give or take 56 million years. Dum 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 ba-dum 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 bum ba-dum do 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 pow do 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 ba 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 bum ba 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 bum bum ba bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum bung bing ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum bum da 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 da. Ellie is number 22. That's number 22. Those of you doing the bingo, that's number 22. Number 22. Move to Amelia. I like that name, Amelia. Forsworn Cowboy has a question. When you first started writing Lucien, how did you organise your thoughts and all the dialogue trees options? Well, I made it up as I went along, to be honest. I didn't sit down. If you're writing a follower mod, which has thousands of lines of dialogue, if you start writing all the dialogue first, if you write like 3,000 lines, and then go and try and implement them all, you're in for a disaster. Because, like, the writing stuff is the fun bit, the implementing is the difficult bit. And if you do all the fun first, all you've got left is the grind, and you will burn yourself out. So I do it bit by bit. I write a line, I implement it. I write a line, I implement it. All as one sort of combined process. So, yeah, I don't have a master document with it all organized. I just made it in the creation kit. So I tried to break it up into different quests. So you'll see you've got the quest list down here. Joe, Lucien, Anna, NPCs, Ori, Catch Up, Celia, Companions, Daedric, DB, Death's Dark Brotherhood, Delphine, Divine, Dragon, Dooms with Our Invitation, etc., etc. So every set of dialogue I break up based on topic into a different quest. So that helps me organise things. That's kind of all I've got. It gets quite sprawly. Having player names pop up in the prompt/topic text, the name they typed in, I mean. That you can do. That is a straightforward command. Let me just finish doing the Emilia implementation and I'll show you how I did it for Lucien in his intro dialogue. Here we are, aliases, which is now, sorry, we want Emilia, don't we? I just wrote the same thing again. Emilia it is. Emilia. Number 37. Number 37. Hello, Exivia. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Sir Criostoir. Criostoir. Sounds French. We're going to go with the French version. Criostoir. Hello. Bonjour, je m'appelle Sir Criostoir. Oh, sorry, it's Exivis. I thought that was an A at the end, but it's an S. Exivis. Greetings, Exivis. So, if we look under JR Lucien intro, and we go on to, where does it end? Here we are, my way. No. Here we are. Right, I'm alias equals player in little triangular brackets. If you pop that in, then it'll come up with your player name, but only if you create an alias for the player in the quest. If you create an alias for the player in the quest, which is here, player, and you fill it with the force reference of the player ref. And you set your quest data to, not your quest data, yeah, your quest alias. You have to, let me just open it up and I can show you. I think you have to, let me just check. Wait for it. Always takes ages to open an alias. Right, so you have stores text. You need this. You need to check the stores text box in the alias. And if you do that, and then that will allow you to then use in your dialogue, I'm alias equals player, by the way. You can use this. And you can do that for any alias. If it's an NPC reference alias, you can put any alias in there and it will get the name of the NPC and fill it in automatically, which is quite handy. But it's most handy for the player, so that's how you do that. And a similar concept applies to using it in books, although I think it's slightly different implementation. You'll have to look that one up, I think, because I'm not 100% clear on it. But yes, having the name pop up in the prompt/topic text is like that. That's how it looks. So I hope that was helpful. How often are you tempted to try a new mod? Have you reached your ESP mod limit? No, since the advent of ESLs, I've never had to worry about my ESP limit because I could ESLify a whole bunch of my mods with the ESL flag, and I haven't come close to the ESP limit since. But I try a new mod. I haven't tried any new mods in quite a while, actually, because I don't do so much playing anymore. I do a lot more content creation and modding stuff, so I haven't tried a new one in a while, but I will. Not a modding question, but a Lucien one. What is Lucien's preference on armor/weapons? I know the player can give him whatever, but what do you think he's most comfortable wearing using? I specifically designed him so that he was comfortable in anything. You know, he's designed to take the route you want him to take. So I wouldn't want to specify a preference for what I think he's most comfortable wearing using, because he will learn whatever you give him. He'll learn to do it. Naturally in the game, if you give him heavy armor, light armor, and a robe, because the game always prioritizes the highest value, the highest armor rating, he will always choose the heavy armor. So I guess you could interpret that as meaning his preference is for heavy armor. However, I quite like teaching him loads of spells. I find that quite fun, collecting them all when I'm testing him out. So I usually do put him in robes, but that's just me. But yeah, he'll be happy in anything. He's not fussy. He likes his fine clothes. That's like his signature outfit, is this fine clothes outfit. Daniel, David, Deja, Draylon, Draconis, Dylan, Eirik, Elise, Ellie, Amelia, Enora. Enora. It's literally just a matter of checking a flag. You just check the ESL flag. And you can also do that in Rybash. Or I think Vortex will even do it for you automatically now as well. Why did I just type the same thing again? In Nora it is. So it is a very easy process. If you don't want to go through the full-blown ESL-ification, don't go through the whole renumbering of form IDs and stuff. You don't want to do that on other people's mods. Only ever do that on your own mod if you know what you're doing. But in terms of just checking the ESL flag for mods that are compatible, which is usually just patches, that is a super-duper easy thing to do. I can show you if you like. Enora was number 95. Number 95. So if I just fire up SSE edit. Question for Lucien. I know he levels up with the player. Has he got a level cap? That's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think I put one in there. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't level up. That's the thing. He doesn't ever level up. That's the point. Sorry. He doesn't level up. His skills level up, and they're capped at 100. But his level will always stay at 10. Because it serves no functional purpose in the game. And is really difficult to recalculate. So, if I just show you... Let's show you one of Lucien's CC plugins. Let's go for JR Lucien. Sorry, no, we'll go with Lucien Backpacks patch, which is an ESL flagged ESP. I've never really messed around with level caps, to be honest, but you could do it in the creation kit. No. His skills level up by script. The skills... There's a whole website, page on my website dedicated to how Lucien's training works, so check that out if you're interested. But his skills level up individually by script. The game doesn't do that for you. No, it's very complicated script, and that's why it's very difficult to recalculate his level based on those stats. It's a tricky thing to do. That's very resource intensive. So I don't bother. And because you can't view the level in game without using a mod, and the only thing it affects is which illusion spells will work on him, it's not something I've worried too much about. So look here. This is Lucien Backpacks patch.esp, which currently has the ESL record flag. If you click here under record flags, ESL, click edit, say yes, change it to 0, gone. Doesn't have the ESL flag. Edit again. Check. ESL. Edit again. No ESL. That is the full process for ESL flagging an ESP. If it requires more than that, you shouldn't be doing it. So if it returns a whole bunch of errors saying your form IDs are in the wrong range, then that means you can't ESLify this mod. And the Vortex will tell you. If you use it, it'll automatically tell you which mods you can ESLify, and I believe other tools will probably do that as well. But yeah, that's all you need to worry about with that. Right, so we got as far as Anora. Now we need to do Illyria. Move to topic. Illyria. There we go. Done. Nope. SSE Edit is actually an incredibly simple tool. It is really helpful. I always describe it as your scalpel for mod editing. SSE Edit will allow you to change and tweak things and fix bugs in a really easy manner without affecting anything else in the mod. You can really hone in and change one specific thing. The creation kit is much more of a sort of hammer in that it'll make changes, but those changes will kind of ripple out. You can accidentally change a lot of stuff. It's very imprecise. But yeah, SSE Edit is what you want for those really targeted tweaks. Or TESV Edit if you're using that. Now, what was the number for Illyria? Illyria was number 89. Nope. It's highly unlikely you'll be able to ESLify your follower mods. Mods that will be suitable for ESLification are likely to be patches. Compatibility patches, really, are the ones that are going to work. Stuff that adds new stuff is unlikely to be suitable. Ickthon! Number 8. Who's got bingo yet? Nobody got bingo? Fenleen! Fenleen. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Fenleen. Please don't take him just because you can. Hello, Bobzilla. Welcome. Hello, sweet bunners. Welcome to you too. Welcome, friends. What's the mentality behind your mods, by and large? Is it going into the game to make differences you think should happen, or in general having fun and doing what's fun? Depends on the mod. So Lucien is very much a project for the love of it. Lucien is is a passion project. It's something that is immensely good fun to me and marries together my interests in programming and engineering along with my creative writing and my voice acting. So it brings together the creative and technical sides of my brain in a really nice way. So it's a really nice outlet for me to express myself. So that's my main driving behind Lucien. And can't lie, it really helps that you guys are so enthusiastic about it. Getting that feedback really encourages me to keep working on it because I know I'm making something that you guys are actually enjoying. It's also a really good way of building my audience, to be quite frank with you. I've always wanted to be a writer as part of one of my passions. This is the work I do through Lucien, is getting my writing in front of people. It's something that they're enthusiastic about. Otherwise, I'm just putting short stories on my website all the time and no one's reading them. So that's really nice for me. Yeah. On the other hand, my patches that I do, because I do a fair few patches, are when I want to fix a specific thing that is wrong with the game or that some specific compatibility issue or something that I go in and do and fix. When I've done that, and if I think it's of benefit to other people, I'll usually share that with with everyone else. But those are purely functional. Fenline it is. Fenline is number 38. Bobzilla says, what are we doing today? Today we are doing custom names. We're implementing custom names in a way through dialogue, which doesn't require SKSE, which should mean the custom names system will be available to people on Xbox One, as well as people who aren't using SKSE on PC, but that's a very, very small number of people these days. Most people do have it. You're missing an entire Lucien update. Get the update. Go get it. You're the one who does the Creation Club patches. I do Creation Club updates. I do the unofficial Creation Club updates, which I haven't updated in quite a while. But I did do a whole run of those, mainly to prevent the quest from trigger automatically and to add a bunch more features that I thought they would benefit from. However, these days, the one that people tend to go for is the unofficial Creation Club patches, rather than updates. The unofficial Creation Club patches, which are by Garthand, which has nothing to do with me, which is the much more popular one these days. So I'm not the one who does those, but I did used to do the Creation Club updates. Freya. Number 50. That's number 50. A wood elf who's shifty. Number 50. That's a wood elf that's shifty. Number 50. Moving over to Gary now. This is going to take so long. Why do I do this to myself? Anyway, Gary was a custom name I added out of respect for the creator of Inigo. Because, obviously, Inigo, king of all follower mods, massive source of inspiration for me. So I had to put Gary on the list. So that Lucien will call him by name. There we go. Ninja says, oh, Joseph. Oh, Ninja. Yes, I've not seen it, but I know it came out, didn't it? Wasn't it yesterday? The new season of Lucifer. I've not seen it, but I am going to watch it, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I haven't got around to it yet, so no spoilers. Crime-solving devil, that makes sense. Don't overthink it. Crime-solving devil, that makes sense. Don't overthink it. Yeah. Number 63. Yippity-dee, 63. That's yippity-dee, 63. Love that show. Tom Ellis is just amazing. Top bloke. Of course, I thought he was awesome before he was internationally cool, because I knew him from Miranda. Loved Miranda. Brilliant show. Hilarious stuff. And he was in that. And he was in a Doctor Who as well. He was a doctor in Doctor Who. Not the Doctor. But he was a doctor. Just the normal human doctor. In an episode with the Master. The Sound of Drums, I think it was. Or, no, it was Last of the Time Lords. It was Last of the Time Lords he was in. Friend of Martha's. Gornair was number 23. That's number 23 for Gornair. What Lucien has to say about Velia. He's got a few comments on her presence, but I think they're suffering from a similar bug to what was affecting Kaiden. The comments about Kaiden before, so they don't always work for everyone, I don't think, at the moment, but I think I fixed that for the new update. But I'll need to take another look at it. I miss Miranda too. Such a good show. Good show. I don't know why I just did that. But it felt good. Hannah. I'm not aware of Kaiden being particularly buggy at all. Kaiden seems absolutely fine to me. I was just referring to a minor bug with Lucien that means he doesn't comment on Kaiden when he's supposed to. Number 64. Such fun. Ha 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 ha. Which is a deep cut reference there. Havlir. I'm glad it gives you life, Bard. It gives me life too. Havlir, 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 Havlir. Oh, das ist nicht toll. Oh, Havlir. Do 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 do. Bum bum ba-dum ba-da-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da-dee-dum. Only a ninja can sneak upon another ninja. Was one of the names Jolene, or is the song just stuck in my head? The song's just stuck in my head. Jolene isn't on the list. Unless someone requests it on Patreon, but it hasn't been requested yet. Hossam! Number 85, Hossam! Staying alive, 85. Doing a jive, 85. Survive and thrive, 85. Was that number 96? No, Hossam was 85. Before, Havlir was 96. For those of you doing the bingo. Havlir was 96. Hossam was 85. And now we're on to Isabel. My name's not Ben, number 10. My name's not Ben, number 10. Jack. If there's a dark face bug, I'm afraid that's on your end, Forsworn Cowboy. You have something wrong with your installation or a conflict. let's not get into criticising other mods too much in this stream. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And if any of you are thinking of making follower mods in the future, you wouldn't want to be throwing stones before you build your glass house. Personally, I think Kaiden is a wonderful mod and I'm a huge fan of it. And let's park it there. Number 79, Jack. Now we have another request. The Delphine version of Jolene. I can't remember the lyrics I wrote. Beneath my cloak no one could see me in the Falmore embassy. Your dossier to find and free Delphine. Delphine, 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 Delphine. I'm begging of you, don't kill party snacks. Delphine, 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 Delphine. I'm begging of you, don't kill party snacks. The sleeping giant's a lovely inn, but Ognar's patience wearing thin. You'd better hurry back to him, Delphine. Delphine, 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 Delphine. I'm begging of you, don't kill party snacks. Oh, I'm begging of you, don't kill party snacks. Where are we up to now? Yalmig. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a short break for about 5 minutes or so. 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. And I will be right back to carry on with some more songs. And this sort of busy work kind of modding. I know it's not very exciting, but hey, we'll try and make it fun. But yeah, I'll be right back in a little while. So don't go anywhere. Or do whatever you want. But yeah, I'll be back soon. Hello, I have returned from yonder. Hope you're all still doing well. Can confirm Kaiden is very much top tier. Now let's get back on with the old busy work. We got as far as Yalmig. Yalmig, oh Yalmig. I can't think of anything that rhymes with Yalmig, so I'll just say Yalmig again. Yalmig is number 97. 79, 97. Welcome to heaven, 97. Do 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 do. You've never had a follower, Eric Sevis? Ever? How have you managed to avoid that? Bum 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 bum. If you're going to try any of them, I would strongly recommend trying Inigo. Because Inigo is a mod that I think everyone who's ever played Skyrim should try out at least once. Because that is the absolute gold standard, if not only for modding, but for follower modding, but modding in general. It doesn't get better than Inigo. Ah, another request. Hello, Nix89, welcome. So, let's just see. Let me just try and find the lyrics. I probably can't do the whole song, but... In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, here's what they say. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Started too low there. Ya-da-da-da-da-da. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. When the stars make you drool, just like a pasta e fazool, I don't know that bit, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusami, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. That's amore, yeah. That's amore. Slightly abridged, but we'll roll with it. When you thought about making Lucien, what other follower names did you consider? I didn't really. I just went on the Elder Scrolls wiki on UESP and looked at Imperial names and picked one I liked. That's basically my whole process for picking the name Lucien. I liked the way it derives from light, because that was the vibe I was going for. Thanks for the applause, Zooey. Thank you, Megasoki. Thank you. No, please. Hold, no, thank you. You're too kind. Really, the only bad thing you can say about Inigo is that there are no requirements to get him, and he starts with an ebony sword and a custom ebony bow that's stronger and faster than a normal one. Yeah, but exactly, you don't have to use them. Just chuck them away. I'd say there's nothing bad you can say about Inigo. He's there if you want him. Like a gay tarantella. Yellow Ego Cat says, improvise a song of Eric the Slayer. Now, I'm going to struggle with that because I've never really played much with Eric the Slayer. Oh, Eric the Slayer, I've heard you are a player. I might be your betrayer if I take you to the shrine of Boethia. Oh, Eric the Slayer, heard you are a player. A Scooby-Dooby, yeah, hip-to-hip-to-bip, hey, oh, Eric. This song is gonna stick in your head, because it'll be going round and round in your brain until you're dead. Oh, Eric, Eric the Slayer. It's Eric the Slayer. Oh, Eric. Eric. Oh, Eric. Oh, there once was a Slayer named Eric the Slayer. How many more times am I going to say Slayer? Slayer. Jarry is number 65. Oh! Yes, I did forget to switch the screen. Thanks for the heads up. There you go, that's more like it. Now you can see what I'm doing. You are so welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed that. This is the level of high quality content I continue to deliver. You know, absolute top tier streaming. Me doing the same thing over and over again in the creation kit with no visible end in sight, prattling nonsense at you. And yet 33 of you seem to be here. What are you doing with your lives? Go and do something more worthwhile. Please don't. Please stay. I need you. Or I'll never make partner. Genevieve it is. Genevieve is number 39. Chris Pine, number 39. That's Chris Pine, number 39. Ah, thanks, Bunny Plush. If you say it's worthwhile, Zooey. Oh, thanks, Bard. What sort of mathematics are you doing, Megasoki? I hope it's integration. Integration by parts. Go on, do a bit of integration by parts. I dare you. Hello, Czech, welcome. Hello, Dwemer, I'm glad you're not at work. Percentage change. That's not very exciting. From Genevieve to Jennifer. Jennifer, Genevieve. Aoife Fenline. Freya, Gary, Gerwolf too. I forget your name. Goner, Hannah, Havle, Hossam. Isabel, Jack, Jalmig, James, Jerry, Genevieve, Jessica, Jondo, Joseph, Joshua, Kavash, Kayla, Kisara, Kamara, Kylie, LaCourte, Liana, Leonard, and Lily. Joseph, what monster from the D&D universe you find the most to encounter? I like mimics. I don't really know much about the D&D universe, if anything. I'm sorry. I only know sort of the generic fantasyness of it, but I don't know, I'm not saying D&D is generic. I meant all the fantasy tropes that come from D&D. I'm aware of those, but I don't really know much about D&D. I've played a few games set in the Elder Scrolls universe with the wonderful Shiva, but, I can't really comment on D&D lore, I'm afraid. But I did love the Assassin Vines. The Assassin Vines were great fun. I insulted them to death. Because that's how we roll here on Joseph's channel. I love you from the bottom of the creation kit. I love the way this song is turning out a bitch. Jessica it is. Number 13. What? Nothing happened. Jondor. Number 66. Hello, Hospitality Unknown. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Certainly here the hospitality is indeed known and we are hospitable to all. So welcome to the Hospital of Hospitability. Hospitality Unknown. Hello, Sacrilegious. Many people turning up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, one and all. Any good DW mods for Skyrim, Doctor Who? I know there's a TARDIS mod, which I haven't tried, but I've heard good things about. And, Enaision, how do you say that? Enaision. I might have spelled that wrong. But the guy, possibly Enai, possibly girl, the person who makes Apocalypse and all of that, in Apocalypse spells, there is a Conjure Weeping Daedra spell, which is inspired by the Weeping Angels, and they turn to stone when you're not looking at them, which I love. So there's that. That's the only Doctor Who thing I've tried for Skyrim. Initiation. Ah, comme oiseau. Initiation. Voici le Dalek. Exterminate. Alors, le Dalek. C'est ici. Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate. Oh non, sacre bleu. Où est le docteur? Bonjour, je m'appelle le docteur. J'ai un screwdriver sonique. Bzzz. Ah, c'est le docteur. Non, ce n'est pas vrai. Thanks so much for the subs, Hospitality Unknown. That's really kind of you. Thank you. That's incredibly generous. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And for subscribing yourself. That's super kind. The hospitality is indeed known. And it is known to be wonderful. So thank you. Where did I just get to? All the glings are going to come up now. Jean d'Or. Was that 66? Was Jean d'Or actually supposed to be 66? Yes, it was. Good. Alright, so this is supposed to be Joseph now. Which is me! I'm Joseph! Listen to all those glings! I love it! Thanks so much, hospitality. Joseph it is. That's number 14. I'm number 14. To Joshua. We are getting there. We are slowly... I reckon we're probably about halfway through now. Well, thank you. It's massively wonderful of you. What other languages do you know? I know the most teeny tiny bit of German, limited mostly to the words for asparagus and mirror. And das ist toll. That's pretty much it. I know in either Thai or Chinese Mandarin, and I can't remember which, the word for bread is knompang, and the word for toast is knompang ping. And I remember that because when the bread comes out the toaster, it goes ping. So knompang ping. That's a thing. There's one of those two languages. Maybe one of you guys knows. I know Australian. Struth! Stone the Crows. American. Yeehaw! No, I've run out. Oh, of course, a little bit of Elvish. Swilamelon. Megavanen. That's all I've got. Ashnazg krimpatuk. Ashnazg dubatuluk. Joshua is number 15. Tips at me. Oh, I love that. Enai is from Ghent in the Flemish-speaking part of Belgium. There you go. That's a new fact for you all. I don't know the word for squirrel in German, I'm afraid. Der Spargel? Der Spiegel. Spargel? Asparagus? Spiegel. Mirror. Das ist toll. Ich war auf der Party. Ich habe gut getanzt. Wo ist der Spiegel? Ja. Wo ist mein Handy? Bring, bring. Hello. Right. Joshua's number 15. Yeah, I don't know what's happening now. Hey, Valen, welcome to the stream. Lucien German voice when? No. Never. Sorry. Right, move to Kavash. Do I know any Spanish? Si! And that was all the Spanish that I know. Kavash! I love that, Kavash. Can't remember who requested it, but Kavash is a great sounding name. Kavash. That's fun to say. That's something David Tennant would have fun saying. Kavash! Yeah, there are translations of Lucien to other languages, but there are no voice translations. Nothing out loud. A squirrel's called ice crunching in German. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Wo ist der ice crunching? Ja, der ice crunching. Say. No, say, that's French. Das ist toll. Das ist ein toll ice crunching. Kavash. Kayla. That's Kayla coming in at number 81. Coming in at number 81 is Kayla. It's Kayla. Kayla's coming up to the next hurdle. And she's over. And it's going to be Kayla now. And Kayla's going to copy and paste here. And we're going to move into the next topic. Kayla's going to leap over from Kavash into Kayla. And it's coming. It's ready. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's going to do the jump. And she is over. There we go. And Kayla's made the jump. Magnificent scenes today. Yes, I don't know what these words are, so I hope they're wholesome and someone who speaks German can confirm that. Because generally we don't have talking in other languages in the chat because I can't moderate. 81, there we go. Oh, 45 viewers, where did you all come from? Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. One and all. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your eyes and your ears. Lend me a toaster. Where's Kayla? Oh, we're in Kayla. We're looking for Kisara. Kisara. There's Kisara. If Lucien would appear in Skyrim movie, who would you pick to play him? Me? I'll play him. Call my agent. I don't have an agent, but if I had one, call them. I can grow a little stubbly beard, which won't be anywhere near as good as Lucien's, but we can put a prosthetic beard over the top. I'll grow my hair out. I can do that. Get me some fine clothes. I will play him. Sign me up. Call me, Todd. Call me. Call me. What you missed, Check, was that I've been cast as Lucien in the new Elder Scrolls movie that we've just made up. Komora. I'm sure I'm going to mess one of these up from chatting to you all at the same time, but it'll be fine. We'll figure it all out. Komora. I'll do you one better. Why is Komora? Which number is Komora? Komora is number 99, except it should have an apostrophe in there, and we've not got it, so let's get that in there. Let's go Komora. What was that? Was that 99? 99. 99! Like a flake! Who remembers when 99 flakes were actually 99p? I don't. Of course, none of you in America are going to even know what that means. Save. Good morning, the Kago Pro. Welcome. I was just doing your name request a little while ago. Just adding it to the whole frameworky thing. How does one determine which names are voiced? So, because there are like a billion names that people want, I couldn't possibly accept requests from everyone who asks because it would become literally all I do every day. So I've just got it as a I've got it running as a reward for Patreon supporters, because it's the only way I can think to do it, where the numbers will actually be manageable, and then it gives back to the people who are supporting me and my work as well. So yeah, it's Patreon people who are making these requests for the names, so that's where most of these come from. Some of them I've done as special thank yous for people who've helped me with the mod as well, and a couple are out of respect for famous modders and streamers who I'm really a big fan of. So yeah, that's kind of where they've all come from. But I'm afraid I can't just take general requests, because I'm sure you appreciate the amount of time that would take if I did start doing that. Where did I get to? Kimura! So now we need to do Kylie. I mean, Lich Demons, I wouldn't wait for Lucien's Dawnguard dialogue, because it's not going to be ready for a little while, I'm afraid. I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you want, but it's not imminent. It's the next major quest line I want to add interactions for, but I'm spinning so many plates at the moment with so many different things. It's quite tricky to push that along. But I will get there, but I wouldn't wait for it, if I'm being honest with you. Hello, Ringer53, welcome to the stream. That's a name I've not seen here before. So where do we get to? Kylie, that's number 67. My name's not Kevin, 67. Name's not Kevin, 67. How you all doing on the bingo? Still no one's got bingo yet. I'm disappointed. Ah, well, your name is in fact Kevin, so there you go. I don't know what you've just won there, but you've just won something. Do 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 do. Oh, several questions coming through. First one, someone said about Patreon. Well, I was just talking about Patreon and someone was asking about it, so I'll just copy and paste the link for you guys in the chat in case any of you are interested in checking it out. No one should ever feel obliged to, but if any of you were interested in having a look at it, I'd be really grateful if you could just have a click through, see what's on offer, see if anything grabs your fancy. So I've just put that link in the chat. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I do. Nuna, could you grab... Or actually, I can probably grab it just as fast as you could. Oh, Nuna's already done it. You're so fast. Thanks, Nuna. Appreciate it. Yeah, so there is a Discord. You're very welcome to join that. We keep it very wholesome and PG in there. I hope you understand. So that's what we go for. It's a very wholesome, positive place. What we try to go for. But yes, there is a Discord there. You're very welcome to join. Everybody's welcome. Okay, GoPro just posted fan art in the fan art channel. I will take a look in 1 second. I've got too many things on the brain at the moment. I just need to move Kylie into the correct place. And then when I've done that, I will have a look at the picture in the chat. Hang on, where we go? LaCourte. LaCourte, of course, for Shirley. On the off chance she ever fancied recruiting Lucien for that playthrough, which she didn't. But one can try. 67. 68. Ah, lost it. There we go. Oh, thanks, Lich Demons. That would be awfully kind of you if you did sub. Numa, I love that. But yes, Discord. Let me click us back onto camera. What would be the funniest thing ever? I am very interested, Exevis, as to what would be the funniest thing ever, because I think there's a lot of comedians who would pay a lot of good money to know that. So, if you tell me, maybe I can monetize it. Let me just try and find this. Oh, yeah, it's that awesome fan art you sent me. Here, let me show you guys. K GoPro sent me this on Patreon a little while ago, and it's awesome. So you all need to look. Look at it. Here you go. Isn't he cool? I love that. Done by K GoPro's friend. It's in the style of a thing I don't know, but I just think it's an awesome picture. I think it's so cool. So appreciate it. Look at it. Gaze upon it. Isn't that awesome? Her Instagram, let me see, what's the name? The name is Tiny Phantashmina. Tiny Phantasmina. Tiny Phantasmina. There we go. That one. She does commissions, apparently. So there you go. I'm going to give it some hearts. Right. On with the modification. Which I was trying to make up into a silly word, but that is an actual word, isn't it? Modification. So inadvertently correct. Close Discord again so that that doesn't ping in the background for us. And where did the thing go? Screen with camera. There we are. Boom, boom, ba-dum. Ooh, Detective Lucien. Ooh, Detective Lucien. Ooh, Detective Lucien. He's on the case. Oh, we have a name request come through. I'm not going to announce your name in case you didn't want me to, but thank you for the request and thank you for all your support over all this time. Really appreciate it. I will add that to the list right now, straight away. So you can see I'm on the case. Look, here we go. This is the latest request come through, which is Svea. Is that pronounced Svea? Feel free to tell me over Patreon if you like, if you don't want to reveal that it's you who's requested it, or if you do, you can tell me here. I don't mind. Svea. And I'm going to assign that the number 114. Now, Lacourt, did I give that the right number? Lacourt was 68. Yes, so that's done. So I can press OK on that. Oh, it's hanging. No, we're fine. That was nearly a crash and then it wasn't. Hello, Mikan. Welcome to the stream. Going back a bit in conversation from Miss Toasty. If you played Lucien in a movie, would you grow out your hair or wear a wig? I would grow out my hair. I'd go the full hog. Method acting, you know. Really commit to the role. I'm passionate about my craft. Grow the hair. Probably would have to have prosthetic beard because I can't grow a decent beard. So I'd let them do that. But the hair could be all me. L'Oreal. Because I'm worth it. Hello, Lutra, welcome. We are not patching today. Today we are working on Lucien's custom name system, setting it up through dialogue rather than through the MCM so that it becomes available to the lovely people on Xbox One and the few people on PC who aren't using SKSE. Now, was that the name that we just went for? It was Svea. Which we will come to in a bit when we get down to it. Anyway, where do we get to? Kavash, Kayla, Kizara, Kimura, Kylie, Lacourt, Liana is next. Liana. Oh, thanks so much for subbing. It'll probably ping on stream. There we go. Yeah, thanks so much for subbing. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the Patreon sub. Would you call it a sub? The pledge? Whatever. It's really kind of you. Thank you so much. So that'll let you vote in polls in the future and gives you access to the patrons only posts. And into the supporter channel. I see you just turning up, Hoss. That's awesome. Thank you. Liana. Oh, which we didn't add the topic text for. There we go. Petition for Joseph to grow out his hair. Yes, no, maybe. If your isolation continues, you might achieve Lucien length hair as it is. Yeah, true. Would you be willing to dye your hair blonde? I mean, technically my hair is sort of blonde. It's very dark, dirty blonde these days. I used to be so much blonder than this. Yeah, it's not. I would probably dye it so it's further blonde. More blonde, or I could go and spend loads of time in the sunshine, because when I'm out in the sunshine a lot, it goes blonder. I'm sure there's a way we can get it blonde enough for Lucien. Ladybugs are, I have a question about the custom names Patreon. It says, for as long as you remain subbed at that tier, you'll add more lines with the name. What are some of the lines beyond hello name? I will show you, for sure. Let me just park that, and I'll show you, give you a little taster, a little smorgasbord of some of the lines that we've got going there. So, if you look under here, if we look under scenes, and we look at player death down here, when the player dies, Lucien will cry out your name and say, no! Nils, no! Nanar, no! Marwen, no! And all of that, that's all there. What else have we got? We've got collision for some of these. So, as I say, only some of the names have some of these because it's based on every month you say subscribed, you get a new line. And the lines tend to be unique for each month. So all the September lines will be there. And then if someone subs in October, they'll get a different line, but they won't necessarily get these. So it's sort of unique for staying each month. But yes, sorry, Fenline, after you. We've got, I've got your back, Eirik. Bye, Valen. Hello there, Callum. Good morning, Robert. I'm glad I have you with me, Scorpius. And then there's some songs. There's some songs I do. So everyone gets one of these. Everyone who subs on Patreon gets one of these songs. So there once was a hero named Varith the Vigorous, whose work ethic in battle was really quite rigorous. Bit of a mouthful, but it works. And all of that. There's a whole bunch of those. Scorpius, are you all right? That's if you leave him on his own in the dungeon and you go too far away and he's scared. He'll check if you're all right. But we had a glitch with that one where for people called Scorpius, he would go, Terry, are you all right? Because I got the numbers wrong, which is quite funny. And there's other ones. There's some variants in some of the quest dialogue. When you meet him for the first time, he'll say, it's a pleasure to meet you, Valen, as an example. Yeah, all that sort of thing. There's other ones for some of the quest dialogue. There's places where he might say your name if you're on the list and you were subscribed for that particular month. And yeah, I try and add it in all sorts of unexpected places. So that's just a small taster of them. But there's other places, where I want him to surprise you with it. Yeah. So yeah, that's some of the places you'll find it. Lucien played by Tom Holland? No, Lucien played by Joseph Russell. Thank you very much. Spider-Man's not getting anywhere near my character. There should be a random chance for a survey to pop up whenever you go on Nexus. It's like, why not using SKSC? Yeah. I mean, you're very welcome to have 2 requests, Lich Demons. I only add 1 custom name each month, or I'll only add 1 lot of new dialogue per month because it just gets overwhelming. But if there are 2 names you really want to have, you can request one in month 1 and a different one in month 2, and then let me know which one you'd like me to continue adding dialogue for every month, because I'll only do 1 of those, because otherwise it's just too much. But, yeah, you're welcome to request multiple names. Keanu Lucien. Lutra made a character called Gerwolf. Yes, so yes, you're still catching up with the chat I'm reading from a while ago before I explained all that. But yes, so like I just said, some of them, all of the names requested on Patreon, all the Patreon names get a special song like that as an Easter egg. Yes. Which famous actors would play Lucien's parents? David Tennant to play his dad. David Tennant to play anyone the heck he wants to. If David Tennant's going to be in it, then great. David Tennant and Catherine Tate as Lyra and Davidicus. I'd love that. See you, Hospitality Unknown. Thanks so much for joining. It was lovely having you here, and thanks so much for being so generous with the subs. Yes, Narusa will get a song. I haven't written it yet, but yes, Narusa will be getting a song in the update. I'll find something. It's difficult. Nothing good does begin with N, but I'll figure something out. There is a relationship score. There's a relationship score between Lucien and the player, yes, which goes up when you say nice things to him and goes down when you say nasty things to him. How much is the Patreon tier for names? The Patreon tier for names is the $10 tier. That's where I add the custom names for. That's the Lucien Best Buddy tier. More dialogue for walks in sleep. I mean, no. Unless someone requests it on Patreon. At the moment, the Walks in Sleep was one of those ones that was requested by someone who was helping out with the mod. So that I've just done with a basic set, but I'm not continuing to add to that one every month because there are 113 names here, people. I can't keep adding to all of them every month or it'll take forever. So I do them as special thank yous for the Patreon people. What if there's a chance for Lucien to say the wrong name? No, that would just confuse people. Does that mean he likes me because he's constantly smiling at me? Maybe? I mean, I've not set up a functionality for that, but Lucien smiles a lot. Are any of the custom name lines like the song dependent on Lucien's approval? Yes, but they're very low level. Very low, very low approval required for a lot of them. So it's mainly things like if Lucien is upset with you, if you've been mean to him, he probably won't say good morning to you. Or good morning, Kevin, or anything like that. Or I'm glad I have you with me, Kevin. He probably won't say. Those are slightly higher approval required. Do you prefer Patreon or Twitch when it comes to subs? Patreon, because Patreon I get about 95% of the money. Twitch I only get half the money. So Twitch take 50%, take a 50% cut. Patreon take a 5% cut. So if you want to support me, Patreon is much, much better for me. And similarly, there's also YouTube. YouTube take a 30% cut. So you can get the same perks on Patreon on YouTube if you become a channel member instead. I offer both ways because to give you guys the most flexibility. But again, YouTube take 30%. So Patreon is definitely the best way to support me if you want to. Which is very kind of you to want me to support. And by the way, I love it. Support me however you want to, by the way. Twitch, Patreon, anything is wonderful. Anything you do is wonderful and I really appreciate it. But yes, if you're interested in and you want to support me specifically in the way that I get the biggest cut, then Patreon is the way to do it. So, where were we? What was I doing? You say, no, so Twitch takes 50% of the subs. Bits I get all of. Bits come straight through. Well, like 95% of it, because some disappears and tax and stuff. And yes, you get a tiny Lucien by your name for every month you stay subscribed, or when you hit various milestones for staying a sub. So after 1 month, I think 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months... There's various different things. Your tiny Lucien next to your name will get a different hat, and it's very cute. They were made by Shiva, which I'm really grateful for. But yes, donations done through Nexus or through PayPal, I get about 90% of. PayPal take a cut for doing the transaction. But most of that does come through to me. Nexus don't take any of it. Nexus just facilitate it. But yeah, I get most of that through PayPal. How do you make Lucien read books? Does the book need to be in my or his inventory? Either. It can either be in yours or in his. It doesn't matter. But it has to be one of the ones off the list. And there's only like 6 books he'll read to you at the moment. But yeah, like I say, please don't worry about... If you want to support me, I massively appreciate that, whatever medium you would like to do it through. Please just choose whatever's best for you if you want to. I massively appreciate it. So really don't worry about what supports me the most. It's just since you're asking, basically. Yeah, sure, I can drop you a link to Patreon right here. It's Joseph Russell Author on Patreon. And here's the link. Just in the chat there, Audioxy. Joseph Russell Author. The Twitch badges are very cute, aren't they? They are adorable. Massive kudos to Shiva for making them. I love them to bits. Right. Lucien, where are we? We're on player names. Let's get back into it. We've got another hour left on the stream, so let's see if I can get to the end of this list. Wow, this is probably the least exciting stream I've ever done. Oh, but there we go. It needs doing. So you might as well watch me. Liana. What number was Liana? 112. Thanks, Mikan. That's really kind of you. Please, nobody support me if you can't afford to. You know, I would never want anyone to donate anything if it put them in a financially tricky situation. So, honestly, no one needs to feel obliged to, because I will keep doing this no matter what. I do this for free, you know, because it's fun. So, please don't all unsubscribe. But, you know, no one should ever feel obliged to support me, because this is free content. Oh, that's nice, Lich Demons. I'm glad you're enjoying talking to me. Is Russell a very common name in the UK? I don't know how common it is. There are a fair few Russells in the UK. I don't know any statistics about it. But I've known a few other people with Russell as a surname. Any famous Russells in your family tree? No famous Russells, but Florence Nightingale. You know, the nurse, lady with the lamp. I don't know how famous she is in the US, but we get taught about her in the UK history lessons. She is my great something aunt. So there's that. That's the famous person in my family tree. So there you go. Leonard. What number was Leonard? Number 24. But no famous Russells that I can think of. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, she is quite famous. Not a direct descendant, because she's an aunt, but, you know, it's a thing. That's my claim to fame. Have you heard a Big Finish audio play about her? I have not. I didn't know there was one. Is there one? Thanks for the follow, listening post 1. Most appreciated. Lily it is. I'm a famous Russell. I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. Content creating as hard as I can. And maybe I'll get there one day. Quick clarification. So it says in your Patreon that the $10 Patreon has the name recommendation and all that, but if I do 10 for the first month, then drop down to 3, will you continue to make dialogue for the name or only while it's $10 Patreon? No. I will set you up with the basic lot of dialogue on the $10 tier. The basic initial, like, 4 or 5 lines that I do, including the song, but I won't continue. I will continue to make names for it. I'm sorry, I will continue to make dialogue for that name for every month you remain at the $10 tier and above. But no, if you drop down to $3, I won't continue making it for the $10 tier, because that's not how it works. If that makes sense. Otherwise, I would have way too many to do. Oh, well, I look forward to that. Did I already did? I'm getting myself confused. Lily, I already did. And that was 40. But I need to move it into the next one, into Lena. Lena. There we go. A universe where mod developers can become popular. Heaven, it's heaven. Well, I'm trying. I've got my fingers in many different pies now, you know, because I've got my YouTube stuff, all the stuff going on YouTube, which is a bit more than just my mod author things. I write books. I've got 2 novels out there, which is not mod related, although it's part of the same sort of shared universe that I'm trying to write. I've got one of them here somewhere, if I can find it. I thought I had. Here we are. There we are, Lonely Worlds. That's the book. Get that if you want. It's on Amazon. It's like £3.50 or something. It's the cheapest that would let me set it. So have a look at that. Because I do this. So if you buy copies of this and then do reviews, if you do an Amazon review, then that'll help make me famous. Maybe. I don't know. That's a thing. Okay, GoPro. Right. How about if you were at $10, drop to $3, and then return to $10? Would you continue adding lines up to where the other $10 names are, or from where this name left off? I will do a line for every month you were at $10 for. So it doesn't matter when those $10 subscriptions come in, but if you do every month that you are at the $10 tier, I will record a line of dialogue for it. So you get the initial like 4 or 5 at the first month, and then after that. So it doesn't. You're welcome to drop to $3 for as long as you want, but then when you come back to $10, you'll get, you know, a new line for that starting at the $10 again. If that makes sense. I'm not quite sure I fully understand your question, but I tried to answer that one. Sorry, I don't want to get bogged down in the money aspect of it, you know, but it's just like, it's really just intended as a thank you, you know. It's not supposed to be a purchase kind of thing. It's just it's intended as a special thank you for the people supporting at that tier and above. And what was I going to say? yeah, it's intended as a special thank you. And then the reason that you get more lines every month is so that I'm continuing to thank you for every month you stay subscribed. So it's not just a one-off benefit and then it's gone. You know, I want it to be a continuing thing. So people who stay subscribed for a long time get more stuff back for it. You know, I want to keep giving back. That's the idea. That's all it's supposed to be. And I'm immensely grateful for anything at any tier. Look who I found. She's back. She's here. She doesn't really want to be held, so I'm going to pop her down. Ooh. What's going on? Okay, off you go. Go and scrummage. My co-star returns. Right. Okay, cool. Back to the whole moddy thing. Yes, no, she's already had 5 treats on this stream. She's not getting more than 5 in an evening. Oh, I loved it when you drew her before, Anxious. Please draw her again. It's awesome. Right, screen with camera. Let's crack on. Move to Lisa. Yeah, I would add that emote here on Twitch, but I'm limited to a number of emotes. I only unlock more emotes when I hit various goals with numbers of subscribers. So we need quite a few more subscriber points, a few more subscribers before I'm able to add another emote. But I will add the grey emote when I can. But alas, I cannot at the moment. So Lisa was number 100. See you, Miss Toasty. But yeah, okay, so Lutra and what's going on? She's got the zoomies behind me. What's happening? What's up with you? Right, what was I trying to say? What are you doing? Oh dear. Right, okay. Lutra and Audioxy. Thank you so much for subbing. If you both DM me on Patreon with whatever your name request is, I'll get that added to the list straight away and make sure it's implemented in the next update. So yeah, drop me a PM on Patreon and I'll get that sorted. She's going mad. She Zoom. Do I have a good beginner mic that you recommend for voice acting? I don't know about beginner. This mic that I use is a Scarlett Studio Solo Pack. Which is a mic I thoroughly recommend for its quality and easiness of using it. It's a very good microphone. I think certainly no one's ever complained about it, and it's done a wonderful job for me. There is a link to it, I believe, below the stream. If you look at my stream setup, under the Amazon Blacksmith link thing, you should be able to click on it there. Next update, what am I working on right now? What I'm currently working on is all the custom names that Lucien can call you. I'm working on porting those across, well, adding them into a dialogue system so you can ask Lucien to call you by a particular name. And what that will mean is that SKSE is no longer required to be able to use the custom names, which will mean all those wonderful people on Xbox will be able to access the custom name feature as well, rather than just the PC people. It's a lot of work to do it, which is why I haven't done it before, but I'm hopeful that it'll be worth it. This update is, I probably don't know when it's necessarily going to be coming, and maybe within the next month or so, it'll be smaller again. It probably won't have Dawnguard in it. I meant for it to have the Dawnguard interactions in it, but it's ended up becoming quite, oh, I've just copied twice. Oops. But yeah, it's ended up being quite delayed because of all my YouTube and Twitch stuff and work and real life stuff and loads of factors that have meant I haven't had as much time to work on this as I wanted to. So it won't have the Dawnguard stuff in it, but I would like to, all the people who've been supporting me on Patreon, I would like to be able to give you guys those names you've requested because I know some of you have been waiting quite a while. So I'll make sure this is in the next update with all this Xbox stuff. And I will probably have a few new idols for Lucien to do, so he's got more general commentary on stuff in the game. That's sort of what I'm thinking. It's not going to include the new quest. The third quest and dungeon for Lucien will be coming later in the year, probably around Christmas time is when I'm guessing. Please don't hold me to that. It's just a guess as to when I think it'll be ready. The dungeon is all done. It needs the quest building for it, which is a long job. But that will be coming, but that's not what I'm talking about at this stage. That's not going to be imminently ready. Number 41. Here we go. Lucille, number 41. Do bear in mind, microphones are more expensive at the moment. This is not a good time to buy webcams and microphones because everyone wants them because of lockdown. So if you're going to buy a new mic, I would thoroughly recommend waiting maybe a month or so for the prices to go down a bit, or at least do your research and make sure that their prices are working on their way down, because there was a long period of time, which I think we're still in really, where that stuff went super expensive, like way more expensive than it should ever have been. So, yeah, people were capitalizing on COVID, which is questionable, but there you go. People have got to make money. And there was a lot of demand. And they couldn't meet the demand with the supply, I guess, hence why they became more valuable. How much would an auto-flown drone following the kitty be? I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that kind of technology exists. And if it did, it would be extremely expensive. Right, Martin needs to move to Marwen. Oh, so many names. This is definitely going to stretch on into a third stream. Sorry, guys. Marwen is number 86. That's number 86. Still no bingos. Let's save there. Dum bum 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 bum. Do 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 da 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 da. Dee 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 dee. Dee dee dee. We have another name request just come through from one of the new Patreon subs. Thank you so much for subbing. I will add that name to the list right away. Janus. Is that pronounced Janus or Janus? Or Janus? Is it A, Janus, B, Janus, or C, Janus? If you'd rather I didn't reveal who you were, feel free to DM me which one of those pronunciations you'd like. But I will certainly add it to the list now. What was the second one? I had Janus and I had Janus. Janus? I can't remember which one was B. I'm sorry. Was it Janus? Janus. Janus it is. Right, Janus. 115. I'll try and remember that. No, I won't be doing Pokemon on stream, I'm afraid. Oh, Gray wants to go. Because the only way I could do that would be through an emulator, and I am not going to incur the wrath of Nintendo. That's not a bear I particularly wish to bait. So we want Janus. Yeah, Gray wants to go, I know. Yeah, oh, she's coming back. Do you want to go or not? Should she stay or should she go? Do 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 do. I'll let you out if you want to go. What do you think? Should we go? Come on then. Nope. It's a no. She doesn't want to go. She changed her mind. Oh dear. Okay. Alright. Stay here then. Oh, come on. So. She did just want attention, correct. Do you want to go? Is that why you're by the door? Nope. She is adorable, isn't she? Right, this was going into Janus. You're on Twitch, Gray. They love you. Your audience love you. She's fickle. 42 viewers here. They're here for you. And you have nothing to say to your people. You're just going to lick your feet. Fair. She's out of shot now. But she is there, having a little wash. Another request. Sakesh. Right, how do I pronounce that one? Did I get that right? Sakesh. Got it right. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate it. So Sakesh at 116. So let's just do Janus. And the number was 115. And Sakesh. Skesh. And we'll get around to that one in a minute. We have a song request. Lutra, this is like watching history in the making, is it? A very unusual footnote in history. But thank you. Oh, Grey. Oh, Grey. You are so fluffy and grey. You've got grey fur and little bean toes. So many bean toes. How many bean toes? So many bean toes. So many paws. 2 little ears. And a little nose and a tail. What a tail. Can you catch the tail? She tries to catch the tail, but it always escapes. Will she catch the tail? Nobody knows. She chases it round and round. She pursues the tail, but it always flees. She always fails to catch the tail. Whoa, I'm gonna tell you a tale about Grey's tail. Is she gonna catch it? No, she's probably gonna fail, but she strives. Oh, she strives. Oh, she tries. Oh, she tries. Oh, Grey. Oh, Grey. Oh, Grey. Oh, Grey. Yeah. Do you want to sing a verse? No. She doesn't. Oh, really? Such wisdom. Such wisdom. Right, Marwen and Matthew. Copy Marwen, paste into Matthew. I think it was a mew of, can I get down please? But let's go with approval. Oh, boy. She mew. See ya, Ego Cat. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. Who I? Matthew, number 16. Matthew in at number 16. Oh, I would write you a song to make you fall in love. I would already have you up under my arm. Something, 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 and it's something, something because you're cooler than me. You alright? Okay. I think this probably is the longest Grey's ever stayed in a stream, yeah. It's because the in spot for her at the moment, her favourite spot, is sitting in this chair. And I'm in it. And I think she doesn't really know what to do with it. She doesn't, like, she wants to sit here, and I'm sitting here, and she doesn't really want to sit in my lap, because I'm making too much noise. So she's just, like, wandering around. How many more names do you have to do? Don't know, 50? Loads. Loads, Shiva. So many minutes. So many names. Infinite names. Let's see. We're as far as Michael. 43. We've got to do 43 more names. This is why, and this is for one line. This is one line of dialogue. This is why I can't take name requests from everyone in the world. Because it is so slow. Right, now for Michaela. New title of your spiritual successor to Lonely Worlds. Many names. Yeah, fair. R.I.P. my sanity, indeed. R to the I to the P. But look, this one's so little effort because it's already Michael, so I just need to put an A. Ha! Magic. How easy was that? That saved loads of time. Because obviously the time issue here is in... Oh, I went wrong back there. Michaela's 101, but I only had 16 for the last one. I must have forgotten to update the number. And there we nearly had a bug. Michael. Mickey. Micktacular. Mick the knife. Number 17. How to tell if your cat is secretly plotting to kill you. Step 1. Is it a cat? Then yes. Really? I think she wants to go. Come on then. Come on. If you want to go, then go. Elvis has left the building. Yeah, that would be quite cunning if she distracted me by getting me to go to the door and then run back and stole the seat. That would go viral. So please do that, Grey. I need the views. 102! Khajiit has elsewhere to be. Hilarious and so original. Probably going to use that for jacuzzi, though. So thanks. Mean. Oh, mean. Oh, mean. What does it mean when I say mean? Oh, mean. Why are you so mean? Oh, mean. Why are you mean? Oh, mean. Oh, mean. Mean. Oh, Minerva. Minerva is next. Oh, I never thought that I would be writing dialogue for someone called Minerva. Minerva. I did not say meme, I said mean. Though if anyone wants to request the name meme, they are very welcome to do so. Minerva is number 51. Is Khajiit the actual plural for Khajiit? No, the plural of Khajiit is Khajiit. Khajiiti means Khajiit-ish. In the same way France becomes French, Khajiit becomes Khajiiti. But I believe it's also interchangeable with just Khajiit. Your favourite cheese? Well, there you go. I don't know all mean cheese, but it sounds tasty. Mittens. Imagine someone requesting Lucien. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that one, or maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe I would. Mittens, number 25. Morgan. Morgan Le Fay. Morgan is number 45. Number 45. Now, Morwen. Now, the reason we have both Morwen and Marwen is because someone originally requested Morwen and then changed their mind to Marwen. At which point, I'd already recorded the lines for Morwen. So we ended up with both. But there we go. Gives you the extra bit of choice. They subbed for several months at least, so definitely got their monies. Definitely, what am I trying to say? They definitely more than paid for it. You know, I really appreciated their support, so. Why am I copying the name? Number 70, that's what I want. Ooh, Detective Lucien? No, we're not doing that. Morgan the Mighty. Handsome and strong and good in a fighty. Ooh, Detective Lucien. There's another old universe. Nara. 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 That was number 70, Zooey. Do you have bingo? Do you have bingo? I hope you do. Zooey has bingo! Yay for Zooey! Well done, Zooey. You win. You win the game. Have a sub. Thank you for playing. You didn't know there was a prize, did you? Right. Nara, number 26. No problem, Zooey. Thanks for playing along. Great having you here. Yeah, it was a joke. But spur of the moment. Right, Naynar. It made me laugh. Now, Naynar has an apostrophe as well. So we need to get that right. Naynar. Naynar is number 52. Oh no! That's awful! Allergic to orange juice! That's a disaster! I'm so sorry. Well, Exevis, that's either really annoying, obviously, and I'm sorry for that. However, it's also a superpower. You've got an orange sense. You know, you can detect when someone is eating oranges nearby. That is a high-level superpower. Like, you need to get in touch with Nick Fury and sign up for the Avengers, because orange sensing person, that is a hero name if I ever heard one. Exevis the Orange Sensor. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's someone who can sense oranges through their eyes. Which, to be fair, many people can do through a power called sight. But, you know, you can do it through a different function of your eyes. Yeah, you just wait. When the orange monsters come to take over the world, you are going to be absolute hero of the hour. You just wait for that really specific world-threatening scenario. Narusa. There we go. It's Narusa, Nuna! Narusa time! Narusa, Narusa. Yada da 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 da. It's a Narusa, it's Narusa. Yada da 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 da. Oh, it's Narusa, it's Narusa. I don't know why that's turned into La Cucaracha, but I hope you enjoy. 27! Number 27. Narusa. Yeah, no, she doesn't kill the orange aliens. She just detects them. Or he. They. Me it is. Nils. Where's Nils? There's Nils. Good old Nils. A me or a he? Nils. Bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba da 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 da. Do 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 da 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 da. Bum 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 bow wow wow. Down now 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 down 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 down. That was fun. Quite cathartic, really. I don't know, Ninja. Maybe it's you, maybe it's me. I am ye, and he is me, and we are she, and thee is he, and we are all together, Kakugachu. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh no, Nicodemus. That's not what we want. Nicodemus. Nicodemus, tell me what's wrong. I have never seen such sorrow in your eyes. Chaotic good energy. It comes from within. I can show you the path, but only you can walk it. Reach inside yourself and find that inner chaotic energy. Open the chakra of chaos. Something. Or I don't know, maybe eat a biscuit. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. It's Nox. It's Nox. Oh, Audioxy. I'll just drop you a message on Patreon. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da da 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 da. Dum da dum 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 da dum 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 dum. Right. So Nicodemus, we've done 103. So yeah, we were on to Nox, weren't we? That was what we wanted. Nox was number 48. And who doesn't love Nox? Exevi, you have no idea what you're talking about. But okay, I'm probably not going to sing that because I don't know what it is. Nuance, it is Narusa to the tune of Cucaracha. I don't really know the whole song. It is Narusa, it is Narusa, Naru 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 Narusa. It is Narusa, it is Narusa, Naru 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 Narusa. It is Narusa, it is Narusa, Naru 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 Narusa. It is Narusa, it is Narusa. Dee 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 dee. Oh, Narusa. Ah, we have another request. Zinnia. Zinnia I can do for sure. Oh, hang on. We were doing Nox though. Which means I actually need to change the text. Nox it is. There we go. Dum bum bum. And Zinnia we'll add down at the bottom. We'll add it to the list first. Zinnia. And that is going to be number 117. Number 117. Zinnia. Let's add that one on. We won't be down to record that one for a little while because it's beginning with Z, but there we go. Zinnia. No worries, Audioxy. I didn't know whether you wanted to talk about it publicly on the stream or whether that's why I messaged you over Patreon because I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything. But yes, sure. So the way Patreon works is when you pledge, you only get, unless some people set up their Patreons to charge people the moment they pledge, but I don't do that because I think it's nicer to give people the option, kind of, rather than just taking the money straight away when they don't really know what they're getting. So yeah, by the end of the month, so you will get charged at the start of each month. So you could subscribe to someone on the 22nd and it won't take a penny from you until the start of the next month. So if you wanted to start with 1 month at $10 and then drop down to 3, you have to do 10 right the way up until the start of the next month and then drop down to 3 after it's taken the first amount. Otherwise, you'll just be at 3. For people who are wondering, I mean, that's what I just explained over Patreon to Audioxy. Right, Zinnia. So we will get to that one. So we've got 10 minutes left of the stream, people. And then I'm going to have to head off for dinner. However, that won't be the end of the me content because... And just give me a sec to just check something. Let me just pop you back onto camera mode. Oh, no worries, Audioxy. Thanks so much for subbing. It was immensely kind of you. Right, we are looking for YouTube. Dum 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 dum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, you guys are being so generous. I really appreciate it, honestly. Okay, so if I have a look at this. Okay, yep, so in the next couple of minutes, I am going to release the video for the next tutorial for Lucien. In fact, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it right now because I'm feeling crazy. So let's do it. Let's just send the visibility to public. Or just quickly check it works. We're not horribly broken. Yeah. You can probably hear that in the background. Here you go. So this, like I say, this has been available on Patreon to people at the $5 tier and above for the last few days because we do an early access thing for that. So thank you so much, those of you who checked it out beforehand, to give me the feedback and stuff because I really appreciated that. But yeah, so now I reckon now is a good time to launch it. Saturday night. Can't go far wrong with that. So I'm going to launch it. I'm just going to link it in the chat so you guys can check it out. So you can go straight over to that if you want. There you go. Here's the link. So that's there in the chat for you. So you just click on that. That's part 2 of the follower modding tutorial. So what we're doing there is I am taking you guys from where we left off last time, which is where we were a vanilla voiced follower. That's as far as we got. And I'm going to take you across into making him to a custom voiced follower. We're not doing any voice acting in this episode, but we are bringing you across into a custom follower framework. And I talk about the advantages and disadvantages of doing that. And show you how to implement all the scripts. You can get all the scripts off my website on pages over linked. So you'll be able to see. I'll talk you through it all in the video. But we'll be making a custom follower framework and setting up the dialogue, your basic sets of dialogue, which we can then do some voice acting for in the next episode. But that's what we're doing in this episode, and it's 40 minutes long. Do check it out. And if you find it useful, please do subscribe to the channel and click like on it. And drop me a comment if you can. If you guys want to, because, we were talking earlier about supporting me and, making me famous and whatever, which isn't going to happen. But if you do want to help me out, one of the best things you can do is click like on the videos and drop me a comment. And if you've got any friends to share it with who you think might be interested, please do that. Like if you share it on social media, Twitter, Facebook, your own YouTubes, Tumblr, all that sort of place. Reddit is really helpful. Any way you can share it massively helps me. So if you do find it helpful, click like and share and everything, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up now, probably, I reckon, because we've more or less come to the end. So yeah, I'm going to park it there, I think. So I'm just saving and closing down the mod. So yeah, go and check out that video. If you want. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's helpful. Do let me know if you've got any suggestions of stuff you would like me to include in the next video. And remember, if you've ever got any questions, you're always very welcome to tune into these modding workshops and ask me in person. I do it normally it's every Thursday. We're normally here every Thursday at 5 PM. This week we were on Saturday because I wasn't around on Thursday. But next week we'll be back on Thursday again. So Thursday is the regular slot. So drop in there and ask me anything you want if you've got any questions about stuff I mentioned in the tutorial or anything else you'd like me to include in the next one. All that sort of thing. I'm sorry, there was a question that I missed. Let me just back it up. Are Grey's eyes blue or light green? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. I'll have a look at her next time she comes back and I'll drop you a message in the Discord to let you know. I'm not quite sure. I think they're green. I'm pretty sure they're green. But I don't know. So I'll have a look and I'll let you know. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Extra special thank you to those of you who subbed and pledged on Patreon and all of that. That was mega generous of you and I really appreciate it. And yeah, but hers are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day wherever you are. And yeah, I'll see you all again really soon. Bye-bye.